Hello, everyone. Hey, Max. I'm getting everything set up right now. I'm using a separate thing in OBS to output this that isn't quite set up yet, but I really want to get this going before anything else. So I figured I'd start things up and chat with people while I get everything set. Where is. So you guys are going to see some stuff. Hey, random. Hey, Velcane. So we're not quite started yet. I'm getting things set up, and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to get set up in a moment. This is a little different from my usual. Let's see, loop this around here. I'm streaming a different game tonight because I do not have the patience for something story driven and dialogue heavy. There we go. Now my chat is set up so I can actually see what people are saying. Yay. Oh, bloody hell. It doesn't reach if I do it like that. Okay, I'll just bring this across my lap instead. Hopefully I don't knock this over. Okay, that's a little more weighty than I thought. Right, I just have to hope I don't knock that over. There's my notebook. What the hell, Trout? Oh, I heard they were remaking Shadow of the Colossus. How's the remake? Where's my pencil? Hey, Tyrone. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to need to rotate this. I think... Yeah, that should be closer to what I'm seeing. Put that down here. I was hoping it wouldn't be at an angle like that. Well, can always move it for a little bit to give you guys a better look and just keep this here for reference. Right, remaster. That is actually a pretty big difference. Okay, so I'm also going to have to move the order of things around because I've yet to... that is not what I wanted. There. Get my game there. Actually, I want to turn this down for myself because this is really loud. I love this game, but the music is loud. I love the music of this game, but it's fucking loud. Okay. I don't have donations on. I do have a PayPal link over in my About page. I've been thinking of turning Super Chat on because I've had a couple of people ask about it. Looks like I'm dropping some frames. Doesn't look too bad. I forgot to put myself in streamer mode. Oh, right. I have this one in use because of... Don't have this one in use? What? Either way, let me put myself in streamer mode on on Discord. Alright, since people are asking, I'm turning Super Chat on. In the middle, well, not middle, during my stream. It's not letting me. Yeah, I can't turn Super Chat on for now. My god, this music is still really loud. I need to turn it down further. Which is sad because I really like it. Yeah, Super Chat is a way for people to send messages with money attached. I can't seem to get it turned on. It's the equivalent of Twitch's bits system. Hey, Rogue Inquisitor. Okay. We're almost ready. Okay. There we go. Might make this just a little smaller. And I don't want that up there because I know what's going to be up there. Okay. Yeah, my face is in a couple of videos. And I'm going to... Oh shit, that was the wrong button. Misclick. There. Okay. We're finally going. Now, I had a game going a while ago. Where I was doing a Turum run of this game. I never finished that one. I don't know if my save is still there. Probably is. I think this has cloud saves. But I don't feel like going back to it, so... Should I do another Turum run? Turum runs are really stupid. Actually, wait, did I have it set to... I just want to double check. Yes, I have it set to hard. Nah, I'm not gonna do a... I'm not going to do a Turum run. That would just be stupid. Hey Caleb, this game is The Legend of Grimrock. It's very heavily based on the old Dungeon Master and Eye of the Beholder games. It's a lot of fun. Woodle Dude, a Turum run is where you play as Turum, who you'll see throughout this game, kinda, sorta. But if you do some weird stuff in your main campaign, you can go into the character menu, and when you only have one person, you can type his name into the name select, hit enter, and it'll start you as Turum. But you have to have done everything in your first playthrough before you can play as Turum. And it's kinda silly, but... it's an interesting thing. You move faster, but you also only have one party member. Okay. I keep meaning to get around to beating 2, but... I wanted to get the last of the achievements in 1 before I did. This is why I was spending so much time to set up a camera, because I'm on old school mode, where it doesn't map out things for me, so I have to do that myself. This game is, I want to say 10 or 15 bucks when it's full priced, and it goes down pretty cheap on sales. Let's see. Our first guy, Minotaur. Always want the Minotaur. Yeah, this guy looks friendly. Not doing a Minotaur rogue would be a terrible plan. Let's see. So this game is from that era of... Well, not from that era, but emulating that era of gaming when RPG meant trying to emulate a tabletop game on the computer. And it's a lot of fun as a result. Okay. I think... Actually, I should really start by bumping accuracy to 0. Accuracy at below 0 fucking sucks. Accuracy at 0 isn't good either, but below 0 is awful. Yeah, I'll bump one into vitality. Is he gonna be a mace guy, a sword guy? Maces get some really nice stuff early-ish. There's some really good swords later in the game. There's also some good axes, and you actually need to have enough of a skill in it could also make him a punch. I could also make him punch things, but... I think for him, I'm going to go axes. And for my other fighter, I'm going to go swords. Should I use... Nah. Just for party diversity. Have a little variation. Links for better portraits? I'm just gonna go with the default stuff. I don't really need... Oh, I almost forgot to pick his traits. We'll go with... Oh yeah. Definitely gonna go with Headhunter. That is a really good one. And... Aggressive is okay, but it doesn't really help much further on. You can get through, you know, whatever build you do. Your build isn't super useful. It's more about puzzle solving. See you later, Max. Good resist poison to start with. Let's go with skilled. And bump up his axes and let's just bump his axes a ton. Ah. I missed part of the conversation. Demon Ancestor, that is... Resist fire. Your great-grandfather had fiery eyes. Oh, no, not back to main menu. Fuck no. I take too long in character creation. Going back to the main menu would be a terrible idea. As for him, let's see. So we've got our... tanky frontliner. Now we'll do our kind of... Yeah, actually, I'm gonna start him off with some more armor. Because holy fuck, do you need points if you want to use armor? And swords. Him, I'm going to bump up his accuracy a little more. And then his strength. Actually, no, I'm going to make this guy... I'm going to make... Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Max. People will fight over anything. It's kind of depressing. Yeah, I'll make him... aggressive and... aggressive and athletic. Start him at max strength and pump the rest into dexterity. Actually, he starts at 0 accuracy, so pump the rest into... Actually, no. Yeah, he's gonna be our... He's gonna be more of a dodge, and... He's going to be a dodge build. No, I keep hitting that. I'm going to make him more of a dodge build, and him more of a tank. He has the health for it. This guy, I'll make our rogue. And I'm going to put him into... Throwing weapons kind of suck. You can get some good ones to start with, but yeah, it just doesn't work. Doesn't really work well later on. There's also some good... Daggers are good, but if you have a backline rogue, you need to put points into assassination first to get reach attack, and that's just not worth it. It could be worse on YouTube. I am not really looking at the streams themselves. Yeah, I'll put him into missile weapons. I'm gonna have to give him a stolen spear for a little while or something like that. And yeah, just bump his accuracy as much as I can. Then bump his strength to get that attack power up. And for the other one, go with... It's just... maybe? Or aggressive? Yeah. Actually, for him, his secondary will be evasive because he's going to be my evasion fighter. Yeah, let me double check them. I'm really glad that YouTube actually saves my chat. Yeah, I can see that. It can be a little more, maybe slightly more grainy on YouTube. And for the last one, mages aren't really necessary in the first one. In the second one, the game does not warn you about a horrific enemy that can only be fought by a specific kind of mage, and it's bullshit. But I do want a mage. An insectoid mage. Let's go with this one. For him, I think I always kind of use this one. Let's make you look a bit more dwarfy. Actually, no. You're supposed to be an evasion fighter. This guy. He's probably supposed to be a mage, but who knows. The magic system in this game, you'll see in a minute. It's interesting. Spellcraft has light. Man, I really do want to do... Yeah, I really want Strong Mind and Skilled. Staff Defense is useless since he's in the back line. But you can do an all mage party or an all rogue party pretty easily in the first one. Your build doesn't matter. Hey, White Wolf. Spellcraft, I should probably put 5 points in to start. And... or no, I don't really need those spells until a little later. I think I can remember the spells. Ice Magic has some real bullshit stuff that's great. Hey, Chrissy. Let's see. Air is the electricity stuff. I think it might also have a healing spell, maybe. Fire is fire, which is fun at first and, you know, the easiest to start with, but... Earth has poison, which is great. I'm gonna go with, I guess, air to start. And I can probably pick two. Could also probably grind and... That is, in fact, the map cam. I have it on old school mode because I want that achievement. So that's going to be where I have to make... So my map has to be a physical map. What else? Alright, guys. Earth, fire, or ice magic for our mage's secondary. Hey, DCP. While I wait for responses on that, let's get some names. Actually, I'm gonna name them all after characters that I've run in other games. Golmak Ingvald, who was kind of disappointing. I haven't actually played any mage characters. Well, we're already going air, Caleb. I'm trying to figure out what my secondary specialty should be. So I just need fire, earth, and ice. Okay, I'll name... Nah. I'll just give my mage a random name. Let's go with... Actually, I liked Orzard. So I'm just gonna go back to Orzard. Okay, so I've got 2 for ice, 2 for fire. I am never a mage. I am the straight up frontline fighter. I have so much sympathy for the entire all guardsman party because I have just been the dumb muscle for so many parties and had to put up with so many stupid... I actually don't remember what I named the bullshit wizard. Yeah, I'm going to open up that old VOD on YouTube and figure out what I named him. He is actually the only mage I've ever played. Yeah, the complication of mages can be fun, it's just... they never really fit the characters that I want to play. Yeah, I think this was the first one. Yes. Asshole DMs just suck. Damn it. I put chat in the way of his name. Hey, Mr. Top Hat Man. This is Legend of Grimrock. Fuck. That's why I didn't want the cable going across my lap. Where'd the box go? There we go. Hopefully I don't do that again. I probably did say it out loud. Let me see for just... yeah. I probably said it out loud, but I just... I don't want to turn that on in the middle of the stream. It might fall thrice. So we'll just go with Orzard. And for a second... let me just scroll back up a little. Ice. Ice, fire. So it's either ice or fire. So we'll go... actually, I remember what ice can do later on, so I'm going ice. Oh, I have unselected traits. Okay, now we're ready to get started. What do you mean I still have unselected trait? There. That is everything, I think. Yes. Which characters did I play in the AGP? I was not one of the players. I'm just the narrator for that. Shoggy seldom wrote the story. There's a link to his website in the description of every one of those. And he has not told anyone who he played. Yeah, Almost Human are a really cool dev team. And I really hope they make more stuff. I'm still really disappointed about what happened with the Legend of Grimrock series. That could have been really great, but Wayside Productions fell apart. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms above the clouds, a weathered rock that has stood tall for ages longer than the histories of men have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded and forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats towards the peak. Four prisoners bound by heavy chains emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible treasonous deeds, but by the grace of the king, their crimes shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardon here, yet none have returned to live their life in freedom. They are at the top. They are at the very top of the world, and below them awaits only darkness. And below them, only darkness and justice awaits. As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. But will you be able to lead them through the dark and to the freedom that awaits at the base of Mount Grimrock? Right. I named him Bill. I think that I can actually go back and edit character names with a console command. Let's see if I remember where the first secret is. Yep. I have gotten all of the secrets before. Let's see. Alright, they're an evasion thing. So bump it on my evasion fighter. And I think I want to say that there's something else in here. Or was that a later one? This game is not a story-driven experience. Well, I can hear the enemies at the end. Oh, almost forgot the throwing star. I'll give it to him in the back row. The throwing star is a late game thing. Right, so let's call this back center. I don't remember how big this map is. Yeah, some of the later maps get kind of massive. So this is what? 3 wide. And then 1, 2, 3, 5 long. game also has a pretty great modding community with custom maps and such. It's great. Right, I named him Bill after a horrible recurring character that I have named Bill, who just kind of shows up and is the most normal person you'll ever meet. He started as a terrible joke back in middle school. Can you guys hear me okay when I'm over here doing my mapping? I probably don't need a map for the first dungeon. I've played through the first dungeon quite a lot. No, 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 no. Not again. I need an actual fucking camera mount. Okay. Remember there being another secret here. I might be thinking of the Grimrock Masters edition, which changed around some of the stuff slightly. Yeah, probably. Choose your fate. Perish in this cell, or pick up the torch. This game also has some really good sound design, and it can sound eerie as fuck when it feels like it. I started doing a Let's Play of this game ages ago. I think there's still a playlist of it on my channel somewhere. The first time I went through Spider Hell was not fun. Like, I don't have arachnophobia, but holy fuck, that was scary. And I think, actually, I'm going to map up to this door because I know. Say started here. And the gate is here. And then it goes on for 2. Korana, I have old school turned on. If you don't have that turned on, everything is mapped by default. You still have to, like, mark certain locations on your own, but everything is mapped by default as you walk through it. I have old school turned on because I want an achievement. And this is the first game to really make me want to 100% it. Holy shit, I have 20 people watching the stream. That is a new record. It's usually like 8 or 9. This is new. Whoa. Well, welcome to all 20 of the people watching. Thank you all for being here. And okay, wait. Right. So 1, 2, 3. And then Like that. I was tempted to mark where torches were, but I feel like that might be a little much. But yeah, this game might be one of my favorites. It is, and at some point, I really want to play the old Dungeon Master and Eye of the Beholder titles. I think after I'm done with episodes, I can probably scan in the current maps to post them as thumbnails. Right, that's that. Let's bum. And then door. And this goes on for... I guess that's the door, so this goes on for one more. This game is also what gave me my absolute love of dungeon maps. They are a lot of fun to make and to draw and to explore. Goes on for... Okay, wait. Door 2. 10 and 2. Okay. And that's just... like that. Okay. Yeah, it would probably make for better viewing if I were playing with the regular mapping system, but I really want to get that achievement. Right, there's a snail over here, I think. Oh no, the snail's not for a little bit. A title for myself depending on what class I was in a game. Well, going by my current campaign, I would be God of the Forge. But probably if I were going by probably the best character I've wound up playing, I'd probably be called that psychotic Russian. Because that's what Arkady was. He was the best character I ever played. Okay. I'm just gonna flip this upside down so I have a better idea of what I'm doing. And then 2, 3. Goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Peter. Colored pencils for my mapping? I do not have any colored pencils. I probably could, but I'm just going to... Okay, wait, so the end of this. Most of my mapping habits come from working on things at work in the middle of the night when there's no customers and I'm bored out of my fucking mind. And just need something to do. There we go. One, two. Ooh. So that's just a curl around. Okay, and key. I think the first enemy is down here. No? I remember the first enemy showing up much earlier in the game. I should have started this map a little further towards one side of the paper. Because I am running out of space in this direction. Whoop. That's the wrong button. Oh, right. I should probably... That's... what's... let me see if I can remember the fire spell. Right, his stuff is in... Oh, no. I don't have fire magic. Ah, it's been ages, so I'm not sure if I can remember that spell. Whoop. I hope I can, because it's a useful fucking spell. I don't think there's many more secrets on this on this floor, but about campaigns I've been in, I will soon. My friend Sean is doing a write-up of the Justice Hobos campaign that he's been posting in the Discord server, and I'm going to be doing a narration of that at some point. Thank you, Rafflecopter. Oh, the Psychotic Russian? That would have been Arkady Sidorovic. I stole his first name from the author, Arkady Strugatsky. And I stole his last name from Sidorovic, the angry Russian merchant in Stalker. Here's... No, still not at the first enemy. D. I am really regretting how centered I tried to make the start, because I remembered it being a very well-centered start. Apparently it was not. I may have to translate this further back. Yeah, this is the part where you're really supposed to learn that secrets are a thing. When I've played this game before and I know exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, the Psychotic Russian was Arkady Sidorovich. Yeah, I have a full notebook here. I'll leave that there to indicate it's a secret. But yeah, the Psychotic Russian was Arkady Sidorovich, who was part of the Monster of the Week campaign. Oh, right. And now my throwing guy is out. There we go. Oh yeah, the other thing I really need to worry about in this game. Food. Ah, armored boots. And now you get pants. The backliners get clothed the last out of everyone. Because they are cowardly and do not deserve clothing. This is... Right, so we have that. And then over here. But yeah, I've got more paper. I just don't like the lack of continuity this map is going to have. So I'm going to mark this with, I'll just mark it, I'll mark it here. And then up. Actually, that's going to be too far over to that direction. I know it is. So we'll mark it here. So that these are the same section of wall. And there we go. Goes ahead for 2 spaces. And then door. And then this one. Oh, our torch is starting to die. But they don't die when they're on the sconce. So anytime you have a dying torch, instead of letting it burn out, take it out of your inventory, put it in a torch sconce, take the one from the sconce. If it burns out, it won't cast light when it's hung up. If it doesn't burn out, if you don't let it burn out, then you have not diminished the room's light. Is that? No. And that goes... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I can finish the rest of the first level without a map. I know this area like the back of my hand. Actually, I'll give that to the mage, so this one can carry 2 throwing weapons. But yeah, I remember this level enough, and also it's just really linear. So there's no real worry about it. This is also why I really hate the cave crabs later on, because they will move sideways and just fucking strafe you, because they're bastards and don't follow the movement patterns that you learn to fight against earlier on. They also take no damage and deal, what was it, disease, which is horrific, and no one should ever be subjected to that. It is cruel. And some cheese. I don't remember all of the exact locations of some of the things here, but I remember enough to know roughly when I'm going to encounter a secret. Oh, wait. Yeah, sandals I'll toss on the rogue. And... ah, loincloth. It only removes willpower, so sure. And now the mage gets a dignified pair of pants. Simply wearing a loincloth makes you worse at magic. Right, in the first... Why did I remember that being a group of skeleton legionaries? Right, and there's those pricks. Yeah, let's do this one first. Cornered here. I really like the weird sort of real-time tile-based combat like this. It is weirdly enjoyable. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, right, I have rocks. Oh, right. The snails have a pressure plate over there. Is chat not scrolling? Okay. So how's everyone in chat doing tonight? Did I put the rocks in someone else's inventory? Where'd my rocks go? Where the hell did my rocks go? Hey, Ashen. Welcome to the stream. Or maybe you've been here for a while lurking. Either way. Ah, they keep coming. At least I'm getting tons of food. That's gonna be real important later. I never got around to beating Kingdom Hearts. I played it ages ago, but I never finished it. Where in the fuck are my rocks? Had them a minute ago. Could have sworn I had them a minute ago. Lovely. Now, let's see what does more damage. That does 25 plus 7, accuracy plus 5, accuracy minus 5. Alright. I still don't know where my rocks went, because I need those. Those are my puzzle solving tools. Rocks are truly the most useful puzzle solving tool in this game. They go. Welcome back, Caleb. Oh, well. So much for the power of the rocks. At the very least, I'm not trying to use the sling. Then I'd be in big trouble. Actually, no, I am trying to use the sling. That's the first fucking missile weapon. Shit! That's ammunition I'm losing. Oh, bloody hell. Clearly, the only answer here is to go beat up some poor defenseless snails. Shit. This is not a good situation. Snails can fucking slaughter you like this. Actually, anything can slaughter you like that. Particularly at low levels. Another loincloth. I have no use for that, but I'll take it anyway. Tattered cloak. My evasion guy. Ah, okay. A new rock. I got a rock. Yeah, that is fire burst, but I don't have the fire skill for it. Combat in this game, yeah, combat in this game is really weird. It's this sort of like real-time turn-based sort of thing. From what I've heard, it is a lot like the old Dungeon Master and Eye of the Beholder games. Shit. I've done it again. Okay. And there's the other one. Oh, right. Well, because I have no fire magic, I'll just use the fire magic scroll. Actually, I wonder. I can do this. And now I don't lose an item. Also, while only throwing weapons can be put in the hand and thrown with a click, first skeleton. I can also do that. It's completely pathetic, but I can use it as a weapon. Ooh, and first shield. Oh, and first reach weapon, which is going to the mage, who is currently useless. Oh, wait. Oh, here's my rocks. How'd they wind up here? The rocks are magic. That's the only explanation. Heal my sight. And you had to get the 2 eyeballs there. And what is it? Great rewards be found behind these doors. To gain access, look carefully for small details and use your wits. Believe. I do not remember what that opens. Not back here. Yeah. The enemies in this, it's like, this game is full of kind of weird enemies. That's great. Ah, right. This magical staff is a powerful weapon when wielded by a potent mage. Staves also allow non-mages to use magic. Kinda. Alright, so his first level up, he's getting the first point of spellcraft. There are no bears in this dungeon. There are bears in 2. Alright. Yeah, this is for... This saves your game and restores your health. You can also save at any time, so it's not a big deal. Right, that's Poison Cloud, but I don't have Earth Magic. Yeah. I think there's a later one that's opened by... the point of a mage is, the mage can just... The mage has this, so I can just cast magic like that. Anyone else would need a wand. And actually, the only other person who can use wands, come to think of it, is Turum. And wands are the only way he can use magic. Because of reasons. So... How long have I been streaming? About an hour 15. Should I go on? Feel like... Whoa. I'm going to complete that first level map at some point. Should I just do a Flora Night, or... Alright, I'll go on. Next page. Onwards to the bottom of Mount Grimrock. Actually, before I go down, he needs to eat. So does he. And so does he. This one starts with stairs. So I'll try putting the stairs here. Yeah, those are passable stairs. No, they're not. Those aren't stairs. Those are maybe passable stairs, kinda. Not really. Turum is his own unique class. I think they call him a ranger. And he's got abilities that none of the other classes really get. And a weird skill set. It's great. He is a fun novelty run. And door. Or no. There's just this snail there, waiting for me. See, these snails are not just poor misunderstood creatures who don't know what they're doing. No, these are evil fucking monsters who lay in wait for me. You need your shuriken. Yes! Ow. And of course, because the mage has been doing nothing, he gets no level up. Okay, you get... Why did I put athletics? I wanted to put armors for you. Ah, I fucked up. Well, you get points there. And points there. You get 3 to swords. And then I'll start bumping athletics for you. You get another 2. Yeah, I'm just bumping your missile weapons. I don't have a missile weapon yet, but I'll be ready when I get one. Now, I'm just going to double check what the command for resetting skill points is, because I put those skill points in a thing that I didn't want to put them in. And that was actually unintentional. It wasn't like... Hey, Anodyne. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's for 2. Because some idiot put points in firearms, which are the most useless thing in Grimrock 2. Blah, this is all for... Ah, well. This is all for Grimrock 2. I'll fix this between streams. I'm just gonna go on for as long as I feel like tonight, I guess. Because this is a game that I happen to really like myself. And it's kind of relaxing to be back within a dark, evil dungeon of evil. Exploring the unexplored and fighting the... unspeakable, I suppose. Oh yeah, so the story of this game is crap, so I don't feel bad at all telling people what the final enemy is, or what the final boss is. It's a death cube. Yeah, Nate, guns aren't in the first Legend of Grimrock, but the second one adds them. And they are really bad. Like, insanely bad. They're flintlocks in not modern guns, and they have a fail chance on top of the potential to miss. And they just really suck. They're just not fun to use. There's things behind that door. Yeah, let me see if I can remember. I can't really remember where all the secrets are, but I can remember a good chunk of them, which I'm happy about. Yeah, flintlocks were not good. Flintlocks up until like the 1800s, or not even up until like the 1800s, guns were not an effective weapon. They were used because they made a loud bang and scared the shit out of your enemies. You couldn't really aim them. Like, they would say, ready, level, fire. Because there was no aiming. He gets pants too. Another dagger. Yeah, I'll give the spare dagger to him. I want to say that the sling is on this floor. See, that's the thing. I guess they were. I mean, they were prisoners being... Oh, fuck these things. Go to hell, you piece of evil garbage. I remember these hellish fucking creatures. Fucking Christ, I hate these things. I don't mind big, slow, lumbering melee ones. I never want to see those tiny, horrific little pieces of shit again. No. Fuck. Where's a door I can close? There's a door I can close. Whew. That was close. He needs a snack. And it's about time to rest. What is happening? A collective dream? Oh. I know you. I know what you seek. Look for me down below, and I might help you. That'll be good enough. Yeah, those the little poison spitters are one of my two least favorite enemies in this entire game. I'll tell you right now, the fucking thing that's down there is a fucking letdown. It is ridiculous. That was way too close. I made a bad move there. Yeah, this game has some, like, vaguely Lovecraftian stuff that it handles well at the start, but not so much later on. It's still a lot of fun. Ooh, the machete, the first sword. And the compass. I haven't, Joshter. I might give it a shot. I've been thinking of doing that with a couple of games before. I did try a god-awful Minecraft roleplay many years ago. That is still on the channel because I don't believe in deleting things unless they serve no purpose. And that serves the purpose of reminding me how shit I can be. As if ordinary everyday life didn't serve that purpose well enough. There's not much reason what's happening or why it's happening. You're just kinda here. Right. I remember this one. Who needs evasion when you have a helmet? Not even kidding. Like, seriously. It's not that the story is bad. It's just criminals are thrown into a hole at the top of a mountain. Their goal is to get to the bottom because if they do and they get out, they're free. Well, I will say that, like, for maybe the first half of the game, the storytelling is actually pretty good and, like, vague and fun and eerie. But when you hit maybe the second half, I want to say, and they start throwing all that wonderful vagueness out the window, the story kind of loses a lot of what makes it good. It's still a really fun game, gameplay-wise, though, so it's still very much worth playing. And I would recommend it to anyone who likes RPGs. Mages don't get clothes. There's a way to get into all of these cages and such, but I can't really remember. This game is like where the Shadowrun games recently and Vampire and the older Fallouts are really good for being dialogue-based have like really good dialogue. This is an RPG with good old-school RPG gameplay, which is another kind of lost art form, almost. Right, I need one on both of these. Oh! That noise! Fuck that noise. See if I can lure one out. At least this isn't the later game version. You still suck, but you're not the later game version. That is a that is one of the variants of a wyvern in this game, and they all fucking suck. They are Anodyne, that is the best analogy, that is the best description. They are the fucking cliff racers. They suck. They're horrible. They can all go the fuck to hell. And yeah, actually, I should put more into air magic and it fast. Actually, no, I want to put some into earth magic. Maybe I want to put some into all the magic. And I'll put one in fire too. Actually, I can use rocks as ammo. I'll set down things I have no use for. Where'd I put that knife? Well, given that you can name all the characters... Oh, this one. No weapons allowed inside. Right. You can trick that one. I stole a lot of the set pieces in this game for the Pathfinder campaign I streamed a while ago. That room. Fuck that room. Why are all the horrible parts of this game I remember on the second floor? White Wolf, you haven't gotten to Spider Hell yet. Okay, I'm just gonna save. Okay. I should have put some points into fire. Or I should have put more points into fire. Can't remember the first one. Okay. I've got the first... Okay. I can do this. Shit! I should have waited. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. And now you see what's wrong with this room. Okay, so this is gonna be the first one that opens. Basically, your goal for this one is to kill them faster than they can approach you. I'm really glad that I remembered. Oh, hold on a moment. Yeah. TC, if you're still there, why did you tell PJ this? Uh... Did TC really call it an Oblivion ripoff?
No, I did, not you.
Oh.
Not him.
It isn't an Oblivion ripoff. It isn't even close to an Oblivion ripoff. It's based on the really old game, the really old games Dungeon Master and Eye of the Beholder, which were released for very, very old computer systems.
Wait, is it an actual game that has
It might have. I think it has beholders in it. It was. I think an official Dungeons and Dragons tile-based RPG during the days of first edition.
First edition.
So it's it's cruel. It is a cruel game. It is not nice to the player.
So it's a Souls game.
That implies that it's fair.
What do you mean? Bloodborne, Dark Souls, those are the hardest games ever. And yes, by the way, they didn't remake Shadow of the Colossus, they remastered it.
We were already over the remake remaster with Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, I'm telling you now, it's a remaster, not a remake.
I understand that. I just misspoke.
You should apologize.
I'm not apologizing for that, PJ. Anyway, I should probably get back to the stream.
You should.
See you later. Okay, then. I was kind of expecting that, if I'm going to be really honest. Shit. I think this is the last one, though, so I'm okay. And then... Ooh, Scroll of Ice Shards. That is Ice Magic 3. Do I already have Ice Magic 3? Yes, I do. That's my way out. And there's also a secret in this room. And TBD. Where is it? I know it's here. Where is it? Or was that a later one? That might have been a later one. Yeah, Anodyne. The sound design in this game is fucking beautiful. And just... The first time I played this, I was much younger and not really supposed to be up terribly late and playing it on a laptop. So I was playing this like in the middle of the night in pitch darkness, just hearing the sounds of this game. I'll be honest, it was actually eerie as fuck. I might be thinking of a later bit, maybe. Because I could have sworn that there was a button in here for a secret. Okay, this one. Right. I can cheat. I can't cheat. Why did I remember that going through bars? Yeah, no, that was how I went through Spider Hell. And when you see Spider Hell... Bleh. Okay, let's see. Which way did that rotate it? That rotates it that way, and this rotates it this way. Cool. What's in the bag? Oh, armor. Actually gonna give this to him instead for a little bit. Yes, this game does have classes. There's Rogue, Fighter, and Mage in the first one. The second one adds Alchemist. And then within your class, you can kind of specialize based on the skills you're using. I believe you can trick this one by throwing a dagger here. Also, magic can't miss. That's its biggest advantage. Despite, you know, taking tons of mana, it won't miss. But yeah, Spider Hell is, I want to say floor 5. And the spiders in this game are actually pretty unpleasant to look at. So even if you're not an arachnophobe, it can be rough. It is a rough patch of the game to play through. Ah, yes, the pointy shoes. Yeah, the rogue is getting the pointy shoes. But yeah, I think I actually played half of Spider Hell with my eyes closed because I hated it so much. Oh wait, I have another key, don't I? Here somewhere. I think. There we are. Now this will instantly restore the party and autosaves. Wow, I just instinctively remembered that one. Those crystals will instantly heal the party and autosaves, and also brings back dead party members. But they take time to recharge. So if you use one and then you get yourself in a tight spot, you might have fucked yourself. Later versions of these have lightning. And are evil bastards. I would probably prefer to walk around a dark, unpleasant dungeon in sandals than in pointy shoes, because the pointy shoes are probably soft-soled, so you will feel the cobblestones under your feet through the shoes, whereas otherwise you'll have some nice sandals to wear. It's only a one-range lightning attack. It's like the one that I have. It is the exact one that I have. The difference being that it's bullshit. And they don't have much of a... They don't have any cooldown on it, and they still use their swooping attack. So they just wind up being one of the most horrific enemies. The early game ones are tolerable, but not terrible. Or tolerable, but not good. The late game ones are just awful. Oh, I forgot about that. They also attack. Their attacks also hit 2 squares. So, unless you move back a fair amount, so you have to dodge back 2 squares to avoid their attacks. Or to the side. That was what I really hated about it. When I think about it. I think what most people really hate about them. It's not as bad as the bullshit green cloud that shows up in Grimrock 2 that can only be hurt by air magic when I had an ice-focused mage. And you're getting... Yes, and... Boom. Yeah, I'm just gonna pump points into armor for a bit. Okay. Right, the first one I want to say is safe. Second one brings danger. Whoop, wrong button. Well, not wrong button, but wrong spot to click that. Yep. I do love that lightning attack, though. I feel like there's a secret. I think, but I don't remember. No, it's just this green cloud of death that kills you in seconds and can't be harmed by anything but air magic. Like, up until that, there's nothing that can only be harmed by one thing. It just shows up and goes, huh, fuck you. Fuck you for not doing this build that you had no reason to know would be necessary. Poison Bolt, that's a useful one. I don't have enough earth magic for it, but it's useful. Well, it's not useful here because of these. But yeah, up until that point, I was having a ton of fun with Grimrock 2. That point nearly made me rage quit. Actually did make me rage quit. If more than one lines up, I can use that. That Ice Shards attack. Ice is probably the best crowd control weapon. Which is odd. Usually that'd be fire, but no. Your party can also get some serious power imbalance if people die too often. Because only living party members... Because party members get experience based on how much they contribute to the fight. And if they're dead, they get nothing. Oh shit. That's not a place I want to be. And I don't have the alchemy. I don't have the mortar and pestle yet, so... Yeah, the one issue is that, like... the magic is really specialized. And sometimes you really do need a mage to be good at one thing for a bit. So you kind of need multiple mages in 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my magic for a while. That's the one down here, okay. Okay. Next, I will bump. Diddly-doo. Let's bump up. Yeah, let's give you a point of fire magic. And a few points of earth. Probably should have started him off with 2 points of fire magic. Just so he could actually use some spells at the start and get some experience instead of being useless. Remember... nothing on the floor here. Okay. No, I really didn't get the reference, Anodyne. Sorry. I think these guys are weak to fire. Fuck you. You could probably do that. I'm kind of curious how well it'd work out. Fuck you. Yet. Trying to conserve magic at the moment since I've got a really limited supply. Whew. This is probably getting to the point where I'll actually need a map, so I might go back through and map at some point. Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. I haven't watched Rick and Morty in a little while. Season 3 was kind of a disappointment. I was really hoping for a really strong season after Season 2. It was just sort of, eh. It wasn't bad, but it was just okay. Yeah, the Szechuan sauce thing was kind of weird. Like, some of it was really good. Just... But... I don't know. Yeah, I'm really gonna need to map this one at this point. I got pretty far last time I did this. Ah, skull. Anyone else need a snack? My inventory is a cluttered mess. I know there's a sling on this level, but I can't remember where it is. Alright, well, it's nearing midnight here. And I've got shit that needs to be done tomorrow, so I should probably head off and get a little rest. I'm really tempted. Okay, yeah, this is the way back. Yeah. Yeah, I'll also say that's around the time when the fan base just got a little too much. Alright, so I'm gonna call it here. We're, I want to say, maybe halfway through the second floor now? In about 2 hours of streaming? That's a pretty good time. So I'll see all you guys later. I think I'm gonna try and pick this up later-ish. I am also... Next stream, I'm probably gonna try and finish off the last of Vampire the Masquerade, and then I'll go back to this. I'll see all of you later.